Welcome back to Nino Kuni. So now to Hamlin.
Ta-da-da-da.
Oh yes, Hamlin. That brings back memories of when I played the Pied Piper in a school play.
Really?
Yeah, I played a mass murderer.
All right. So Hamlin is, of course, the continent. As a little fresh reminder for everybody, the next great sage lives in this kingdom, so we have to go visit him so he can give us some more spells and any advice on how to defeat Shadar.
Mm-hmm.
And as we remember, Swaine told us that he actually knows him, so he's supposed to actually take us to him.
Help us, yeah.
In fact, here's another thing. You know how Swaine has a Cockney accent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say that in itself is that's one interesting thing about this game. This game does use accents as foreshadowing of sorts, but I'll bring it up when it becomes relevant. That's a very clever, subtle way to do foreshadowing. Or maybe like give a hint to the audience.
All right,
like,
guys. YouTube was a bit stupid of me. Can you give me a time?
1:13, 14, 15.
Hammering.
I'm at
Horse-
1:30.
Alright then.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Crikey, this place is flippin' massive. All right,
All right,
Jova, get
go.
ready. And click.
Neato!
Anyway.
There are machines everywhere.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, it's Hamlin, a city of porcine pigs. Ha, get it? It's does it know what this reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of Bubsy's Hamelot.
Bubsy's Hamelot.
The first Bubsy.
Actually, instead it reminds me more of the Hawks of War, a very obscure PS1 game.
Anyway,
I'm not required for any voice work in the present, am I?
no, feel free to go. Sure. Right now we're we're going to establish a bit of lore now, but don't worry, I'll catch you up when you get back. Go ahead.
Alright, bear back.
Ruddy, Nora, what the heck is he wearing?
Well, you're in a place called Hamlin. What did you expect?
Ruddy Nora. The army's no match for Nora. Whatever.
He kind of looks like a pig.
Oh, come on, Oliver. That's just being judgmental.
Well, the
That's
phrase
racist.
is bloody Nora, but they can't put that in the game.
By the way, I love Hamlin's theme. It's so
yeah,
majestic.
very industrial.
Yeah.
Line?
9.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck happened there.
Jeepers! Take a look around. They're all dressed like pigs.
For the record, yeah, that's actually true. They're not actually pigs. They're just dressed as pigs. Damn it! What the hell is he playing of?
Huh? Is it just me or is Swaine strangely?
A little.
More than usual.
Yeah.
The strange one is acting strange.
Yes.
Do you think so? He might be, I guess.
I love Esther's pouty face. Right, you lot have fun looking around. I'm off. Cheerio.
Wait, Swaine!
Dun 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 dun.
Well, actually, not really. They didn't say his name enough to really fit. They need to say it a bit more.
Jeez,
Truly.
what's with him? And what's with her? First,
Good times the charm.
and what's with her? First she rejects him, and now she chases after him. True love
I
is
think it's
really
more so she
confusing. Why did he just run off like that?
I think it's more she's just curious what the fuck is up with. Because remember, Esther was the first one who suspected him of something.
I suppose he wants to be alone. Just does whatever he pleases.
What are you, his mom?
My guess is she finds him irresponsible.
Esther seems to be the most observant.
Well,
Yeah.
Esther and Swaine kind of have like of a brother-sister relationship.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I like that.
Me too.
Ah, leave him to it, man. We'll have more fun without him, the strappy so-and-so.
How ironic.
Never mind the fact that he was supposed to take us to the Great Sage, but I guess we could just roam around the city for a bit then.
Yeah.
But we need to wander around until the plot tells us we...
Wandering around at
Well,
the
there's some.
speed of
Don't worry, Shiro. There's
sound.
some. Don't
Oh,
worry.
look at that,
Shiro.
Horace.
Whoa,
Horace is here,
crud,
and
that's
he's-
Dwibbs'
and so-
character.
I'll take over. It's just so Joba doesn't have to talk to himself. It's nice to see you again, Olli. This city is quite something, isn't it? Have you ever seen so many machines? Teo, go ahead.
Yeah, I can do it. I tried
Oh yeah,
before.
machines! If your idea of fun is tinkering with cogs and gaskets, well,
It sure is.
blah, there's a lot of machinery here. Oh, so you like machines? I'm really keen on having a familiar from the Automata family myself. Unfortunately, I still have to wait for a price drop.
Yeah. But
Speaking of
hey,
familiars, it looks like you've built up quite a monster menagerie.
but hey, look at the bright.
Menagerie. It's a French term.
But hey, look at the bright side. I'm pretty sure that price drop is near.
Get out.
Yeah, I guess, but it was mostly Esther. She sure is good with critters.
But whatever. Well, maybe I can help you with my next question. Then, I think you're going to like it. Somewhere in your wizard's companion, there's a picture of the wizard wars that once raged throughout this land.
That's right. There's a past war that happened.
Yeah, we're actually going to get more insight into exactly how that war came to be when we get to the White Witch's backstory. Quite hard at it, and you'll find some great examples of creatures from the Automata era. My question is this: how many creatures from the Automata genus are in the picture? Basically, pick any any creatures that look like machines.
Yeah.
As you're no stranger to familiars, I'm sure you'll get it right away. Let me know when you've got an answer for me. Alright, let's do that then. Alright, Wizard Wars, Wizard Wars. No, that's the alphabet. Let's see. Wizard Wars, Wizard Wars. Oh, there it is. There we are. It's in Nazcan, so if you want to know what's written in there, you'll have to decipher it using the
The
fingers.
Nazca alphabet, yeah.
Actually, I don't remember what my mindset has when checking. I think. Oh, okay. First of all, yeah. I was just checking if there was some kind of other info. There we are. There's the Wizard Wars. All right. So basically, it's basically a game of find Waldo, or in this case, find the machines.
Yeah.
The Wizard Wars. So yeah, find machine monsters and count them.
And look at that. There's a strange bunny on that corner.
Oh yeah, here's an interesting thing.
It's an F&B within a book.
Here's a little piece of cool detail. When you let the camera on one monster for like a second, the game will literally tell you where you can find it in the world map. So
Hey, I
that's a cool little
wonder,
touch there.
those little moving cutscenes, were those by any chance taken right from the DS game? Because that would be a neat homage.
No, they're a PS exclusive because the thing is, the Wizard's Companion was not included in the original DS version.
No. I'm talking about, like, well, you know, it's like all the little squares, like, well, they show more smaller little move-arounds of the world map by the looks of it.
I know, because the world map you see there is clearly the PS3 world map, because the DS world map is pre-rendered. So it doesn't look at all like that.
So it's pretty much just a select dot to go here.
Yeah.
Really? I wonder how
Well,
that
no,
works.
not so much. Oh, it's not so much that. Okay. Basically, it's kind of like in Final Fantasy IX, where all the environments were pre-rendered. It's it's the same technique.
Oh, well, that's what it looked like in the small squares, is what I'm saying. So I was wondering if maybe that was a
No,
little...
it's just a low resolution for the fact that it's smaller.
Let me just get a screenshot. In the meantime, you guys keep counting.
Actually, I lost count.
I wasn't counting in the first place.
That's okay. I'm counting. All right, are we done? Yeah, we are. How many creatures are there? World.
5.
You got it, Olli. Maybe that was too easy.
As you can tell from the picture, machines existed even at the time of the Wizard War.
The blasted things. They were planning it the entire time.
Yes.
Say, Horace, what were the Wizard Wars?
You'll learn in time. No, actually, let me say it like this. Oh, the answer you seek, Holly, is in the stars. Actually, no. I know this one. There were those legendary wars from thousands of years ago in it. The answer you seek, Drippy, is written in the stars. If you think tragedy on a giant scale is legendary, then I suppose you could say that, yes. The picture doesn't do it justice, really. You see, I'm talking in riddles. That's kind of the point. So that later, it's basically a clue that will make you later go, oh, so that's what he meant. I suppose it's for the best that nothing survived to show how terrible it really was. That's strange. He's speaking like he saw it with his own 2 eyes, man.
Well, yeah.
Wondering how I know that picture isn't accurate. Can you work it out, I wonder? How the heck are we supposed to know? Well, never mind. The important thing is that you answer my question, Ollie. Here's your reward. Oh, that's right. I actually, speaking of
Have a
spells,
gold star.
treasure chest spells. With this spell, this spell basically makes you find treasure chests easier. And I don't think I actually explained it in the last part, but one of the spells that Fairy Godmother gave us is called Vanish, and that spell allows you to become invisible to monsters, and it's really helpful, especially when you're grinding for Toko XP.
Mm-hmm.
When I get tired of all the smoke and noise, I'll be ready to try an island with a little more in the way of natural beauty. Alright, so we can find them next time in an island of natural beauty. Alright, we'll get back to that then. Let's see where we can find. Alright. Jumping. It's useless, but fun. Oh, that's right. There's gonna be a cutscene in a moment. You guys still there, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Stepping down the stairs, stepping down.
You know how it is. Silence in this corridor Skype is always eerie.
Dreadful, yeah.
Yeah.
Make way for the royal procession! Hurry, clear the way, I say!
What is this, Steam World?
This is the Steampunk city, yes.
Wow, everyone moves their buildings literally just so this guy can get through conveniently.
But as you can see, we're all on rails. We're not actually that mobile.
Yeah. They specifically have a formation for this.
So there's the king, or prince rather. And he's also dressed like a pig.
Are they saying burn him or Barnum?
No,
It's a he.
Hamlin. They're saying Hamlin.
He is a ham. Burn
Sounds
ham.
like the thing. Sounds like they're saying burn him.
Basically, it was while you were gone.
Barnum.
No.
Basically, it was while you were gone, we met Horace, and he told us about the Wizard Wars, a war that devastated the world a long time ago. We'll get back to that. Anyway,
Swaine,
go ahead.
you can be such a pain. What did you run off to?
Not that big of
It's
a pain, am I?
It's a secret.
He's so much of a pain that it rhymes with
It's
his
an-
name.
Mr. Harley, my name is pronounced with an S, so you would be fine to keep your name away from mine. I had some business to take care of, and a little bird told me something that might interest you.
Oh boy, now this sounds like one of those back alley deals. Huh, you mean?
Yeah. A bird told me something interesting.
Yep, it's about the great sage you're also eager to find.
Let me guess, it's the prince.
There is no great sage.
Tidy. Well, come on then. What is he? Don't keep us in suspense, man.
Oh no, it's a she.
Well, it could be. Yeah, well, remember, Dwebs, Alicia was one of the great sages, so yes, it could be. Jova?
The palace.
Yeah. You see how everyone here is forced to wear a pig mask? Well, they say there's this fellow who goes around without
Oh, it's Porky Minch.
one.
No, thank you.
Apparently he calls himself the prince's servant.
Let me guess, he's actually the prince. He's just passing himself off as the servant.
Oh, come on, Webbs, you're being a bit too conspiracy theorist.
Well, to be fair, Prince and the Pauper.
But Pedro, pointing out conspiracies is my thing.
Not to
Like, how else
mention,
would you guys have figured out that level 5 and Naughty Dog are in cahoots with the Illuminati?
not to
Well,
mention the fact that, you know, royalty disguising themselves as the servants while they have a decoy in place of power. Well, fake power, but you get the idea. That's
I never got that concept of the king or queen having a decoy. Who would even volunteer for such a job?
You'd be surprised. Very patriotic folk, or people who just love to get to be in the spotlight a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Trust me, there are quite a few perks to being a body double.
That's harsh. Doesn't mince words. Does she? There you go. Basically, Esther was going, oh, okay, it's a good thing that you're still useful. And that's what Drimpy's like, doesn't mince words, does she?
But how did you find out about this, Swaine?
I read the script.
I have my way. Oh, it was just something I overheard while I was wandering through the black market.
Not suspicious
Avoid
at
the
all.
black market.
That doesn't make me look suspicious, does it?
Well, I suppose you aren't just suspicious for going for the black market. Although how you knew where the black market is.
The black market? You certainly seem to know your way around the city, Swaine.
I
He was born
wonder.
He lives here.
Well, his name is Swaine.
Well, Dwebs, when we start listening to more characters from this town, I'm thinking you'll probably arrive at that conclusion as well.
To be
Me?
fair,
No. Never been here before in my life. I have a good nose for leads, is all.
you know, I kind of could tell he was
Super
from...
defensive mode.
Honestly, though, all you have to do is look at his name to tell he's from here. Hamlin,
That-
Swaine.
Yeah. You don't get a face like this unless you've lived a little. Let's just say I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Basically, everybody in Hamlin has a Cockney accent.
So we got the town of, we got the village of Welsh people, and now we got the city of Londoners.
Yes.
So he serves the prince, huh? And he must be real important. That parade was something else.
So we've done Wales and England. Scotland next.
That's what you get when level 5's localization team is made entirely of British people.
And yet...
Ah.
And yet, let's not forget that the actual
the leader-
hometown is American.
Well, the leader is Australian, but aside from that, yeah.
So let me get this straight. America's the real city, but Europe is a magical wonderland.
Actually, never mind. Allow me retrace to quote Dr. House. I'm not British. I'm Australian. And to quote House, who put the queen in your? Who put the money in your mouth? The queen. You're British.
Even though it was kind of the queen who shoved them off to
What's
Australia.
going on?
And here's another piece of dialogue taken from the DS game.
Got it. All right, you can technically hear it.
Yeah, we drove. It's like when Danny said on Game Grumps.
It's
It's
a
like-
communicator, so obviously it has to have a
Yeah,
filter to it.
it's like that announcer from the New York subway.
It's one of those. It's actually one of those things that I appreciate. That I kind of wish. I mean, one of the things that I don't. Even though I love Resident Evil 7, I kind of wish they would have. I kind of wish the recordings that you find were not in 1080 in pristine 1080p, because making it a bit lower quality would add to the grit of the and believability of the universe. But it's just a minor
Well,
detail.
to be fair,
Well, HD
there's also the matter that you
video
kind
is
of
a
have to
thing,
do some things. Like, well, I mean, yeah, okay, cool. They're on VHS, so I can see why they would have made it 1080p, because like, you also have to take into consideration the people who are going to play that game and if they can view
Not
it well
just that,
enough.
it's set in the very future of the franchise, so it can have an excuse like technology, kind of like Ace Attorney.
True.
There you go, we got even a jingle for Swaine rejoining the party.
Well, it's the same jingle we've had. Anyway, the Prince's Servant is. So yeah, basically we have to find this guy.
So I was scanning along this part. Is this where I get to read a new story?
Yes, very good, Whips.
Timing.
All right, the shepherd boy. Or is it? Oh no, never mind. I think I'm looking for. Yeah, there you go. The fairy who wouldn't stop crying, aka Drippy's backstory. So let's go.
Okay.
The teary
Sit
fairy.
tight, boys and girls. I've got a story to tell you. A fairy tale, if you like.
Ha.
Once there was a pink-haired boy. Okay, not really. Fairies like me used to be 10 a penny, see? But you'd be hard pressed
Well,
to
actually,
find one.
well, actually, hold on. This is me actually, but
Yeah.
you'd be hard pressed to find one these days. All on the move we are. Anyway, this story is about a very special fairy, and while it all happened a long, long time ago, the fairy is still going strong today. So I hope anyway. But then, let's get cracking in it. The story is about a little fairy who wouldn't stop crying, sobbing it was, day and night. Now, as fairies are hell of impressionable, sorry, especially when we're little. We learn all sorts of tiny tricks from other fairies, but we can pick up bad habits just as easy. I don't know whose miserable mug this poor dab saw when he first popped into the world, but it must have been proper tragic, because the first thing he ever did in his life was cry. And then he kept on crying. Now, it's not like this fairy wanted to be spotting tears all the time, but he just couldn't help himself. Every time it got dark, it'd well up, quite like blinking clockwork he was. What's more, young fairies can be hell of a cruel, and this little cry fairy got ribbed something terrible. All of which just made him want to cry even more, of course.
Oh.
Oh,
So yeah, so basically, in case you guys didn't notice, at the end of the last part, Drippy got a new move where sometimes in battle he'll help us with his tears that heal us. So that's where these tears come from, apparently.
Pikachu!
No.
Pikachu?
The first
Pikachu
Pokemon movie
tears.
Pedro.
Oh, God. Well, fortunately in here they have the it's magic excuse.
Well, wasn't that kind of the excuse for Pokemon as well?
Well, the thing with Pokemon is that it came out of nowhere. I mean, anyway, the puddle of tears. One day, a traveling wizard happened to spot this fairy standing next to a puddle of tears. He was proper knackered, this wizard, and hell of a thirsty. So what he did was, he took a drink from the puddle in it.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
He thought. He felt 10 times better straight away. Then off he went with a spring in his step and got with his wizardly work. A bit later, when everything was done, he decided to go back and thank the fairy for the tears he drank. I mean, when he came back, the puddle was even bigger than before.
Oh, fairy.
He said in his grand old voice.
Why do you cry so much? I've been gone 3 days and still you weep.
So why do you weep, fairy? Any guesses on why he's still weeping?
He lost his dad or something.
Well, no, but remember, every fairy comes out of Mom's channel.
Her guts.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Pedro, it's funny you mentioned how the Pokemon movie didn't explain it well. You know what's ironic? There's
I know about Japanese version. Thing.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Let me finish this though first. Said the fairy. Scared I am. Scared of the dark, and I don't know what to do about it. After a few more sobs, he went on. And everyone makes fun of me. Good for nothing. I am life's rubbish. And with that, he went back to sob.
I see.
Said the wise old wizard, stroking his big white beard.
Perhaps a lantern is what you need.
And there you go. That's how he got his lantern. And there's the wizard right there. I really like the artwork in the Wizard's Companion. Anyway, so he whips this tiny lantern out of his cloak and plonks it on the end of the fairy's nose, right? Now, the light from the lantern made the fairy blink like mad, but it didn't have to cheer him up. And sure enough, he stopped crying. Felt like he'd been born again, he did.
You see, little fairy?
Said the wizard.
You shall never be in the dark again, no matter where you go.
I'm not scared anymore. The fairy gasped, cracking the first smile of his entire life.
And all
And
the
you are no
fairies
longer
loved
good for-
him.
And you are no longer good for nothing either.
As I shouted out with glee, of course.
That smile of yours will bring comfort to a great many people.
Why
Come
drink-
with me, and I shall show you.
So the fairy packed up his laps in a little bag and went off with the wizard. They had some pretty hair-raising adventures and all, but the fairy never once got scared. He had the lantern at the end of his nose, see. And after he parted ways with the kindly wizard, he never cried again, and the light on his nose is still shining to this day. Have a look around, like. He might be right nearby.
Drippy the lantern
where could he
nursery,
be?
You'll go down in his story.
Well, what do you say? Proper tiny tale, wasn't it? I bet you got a tear in your eye right now.
I actually forgot about this tale.
So there you
Anyway.
go. Totally not Trippy's backstory.
Anyway, so basically, Pedro, just to sum it up, believe it or not, there's actually a junior kids novel based off of the Pokemon first movie, and they actually foreshadow and give lore on how Pokemon tears have actually been an ancient thing that actually helped restore an island here because of destruction that a storm caused.
Well, I'm
Well,
guessing
then-
the problem with that is it's supplementary material that isn't told to be fed to.
You
Oh,
guys
it's a book based
already
off
know
of
my
the
feelings
movie.
on the whole. You got to read this novel to understand the movie thing.
I'm not
so
saying that you have to. I'm not saying that you have to because, like, oh, it's an adaptation. I'm just saying the adaptation actually explained it better.
Oh, the adaptation. Well, like I
it's a
said,
book
I'm-
adaptation made for kids.
So,
Well,
for you,
that's
Christine,
separate
Yeah.
product, though. If the movie
See it
doesn't
on
explain it,
Netflix.
then it's not. Then it's a plot hole. I don't care.
That's
so,
the irony
see,
joke.
see ya, everybody.
See
See ya.
ya.